Hi, I'm Emily of Emily's Line Fitness, and welcome to this 25 to strong butt and abs workout. In today's butt and abs workout, you actually don't need any equipment, so it's gonna be all body weight, but I will be using a mat or a soft surface, just something that you feel comfortable coming down onto your hands and knees and ultimately laying down on. And then because it's very warm in this room, I also have a sweat towel just in case and a water bottle, so maybe you wanna grab those things as well. From there, we're gonna go ahead and get started nice and simple. You can have your legs a little bit wider than your hips. Turn your toes out slightly by rotating your inner thighs towards me, and we're gonna sink into a simple squat. Down, up. As you squat, I want you to send your butt really far back. Think about like the room behind you. That's how far back you're trying to sit your booty. When you squat, you want to send your weight into the heels, so it's a little bit heavier in the back of your foot. Nevertheless, I'm keeping the toes down, and I want you to do the same. 4 we add, 3 we add, 2 we're gonna add a twist. So we go squat, stand, twist left, tap, squat, stand, twist right, tap. There we go. All right, so butt and abs, that's gonna be the focus. What you can expect is lots of twists in our lower body section to get those abs on board. We're gonna work a little bit standing, a little bit on the mat. All right, 4, we're gonna speed it up. 3, get ready to speed it up. In 2. Last one slow, and now we single count. Down, twist. Down, twist. Now, if you sped it up and everything fell apart, as usual, what I'm gonna say is you can go slower. Always, number 1 is control. Number 2 is pace. I wouldn't even put that as number 2. It's very far down on my list. 4, we're gonna hold the squat. 3, last 2. Last 1, now hold that squat, pulse your hips. Keep pulsing. Take your hands behind your head. As we pulse those hips down, we're gonna start to twist left and right. So we twist left, center, right, center. Good, 8. In 7, we hold at center. We're gonna finish with some knee flutters, and then you are done with your squats. 4, 3, 2, hold at center, and now just press your knees out. Now we don't have a band, so I want you to imagine a band around those knees, or not around the knees, around the thighs. You're pushing your thighs into that band. Get a little lower if you can. 8, press. 7, make sure you're actually squeezing those outer butt cheeks. There we go, 6. Last 5, we're gonna pivot to the right. 4, in 3, 2, and stand. All right, pivoting to the right side, we're gonna have our left foot forward and our right leg back, lifting your back toes. This is your split stance. Feet are gonna be about hip width apart here, so make sure you haven't set yourself up on one train track, but rather 2 parallel tracks. We can take our hands to the hips for now. We're gonna go for a hinge lunge, a little bit more of a glute focus. So, as you bend your knees, you're gonna hinge your torso forward. Your left knee is over the ankle, your right knee is under the hip. Try to hug that left hip down and in a little bit, and then come up to stand. Down for 2, up for 2. Down for 2, up for 2. Feel a little bit off balance because I haven't worked out in socks in a really long time, but when I got ready to record, I was like standing on the mat already, and I looked down at my toes, and I realized that one of my toes has completely lost its polish, so my toes look, honestly, a little gnarly, and I didn't want to catch that on camera. 4, a little bit of vanity there. 3, we're gonna take it to a single count. 2, and now take it to a single count. Down, up. Now when I go down and up, in that hinge, I'm putting a little bit more weight into my left leg, my focus leg and glute. And when I come up to stand, I'm trying to really drill through that left heel to rise. 8 more. 6, we're gonna hold it down in that lunge position, nice and low. 4, 3, 2, hold it low. Now lengthen out your spine, try not to round your back here. You're gonna take your palms to prayer and you're gonna twist your right elbow towards your left knee and then come back to center. Twist, center, twist, center. Good, 8, we're gonna hold it center. 6, we're just gonna pulse. 4, 3, 2, hold it center, give me 8 pulses. 8, 7, 6, we lower the knee all the way down. 4, 3, 2, lower the knee all the way down, untuck your back toes. Take your hands underneath your shoulders and extend that left leg. Squeeze your left butt cheek. You're gonna lower your left toes to tap the floor. And then exhale, lift your left leg up only as high as you can keep your spine long. So I don't want you to arch your back. I want you to keep your spine neutral. Here we go. Whew. Here we go. Lift, tap. Oh my goodness. You feel your left butt cheek? Wow. You feel your left hamstrings? Wow. Nothing like a lunge to warm up your butt and your hamstrings, right? And just so you know, when I say butt and abs, I really mean butt, hamstrings, and abs, because the hamstrings are the elevator of the butt. 5, 4, we're gonna hold the left leg up. 3, 2, hold your left leg up. Now listen carefully. Without shifting your hips, I want you to lower your left leg out and down, or not out and down, cross down. So cross it behind your right leg, tap the floor. Lift your left leg back up and then cross it out and then lift it back up. Let me say that one more time because I feel like I got a little flubbed up with my words. You cross the leg behind the right leg without changing your hips. Exhale back to center. Inhale, take the leg out to the side. Again, without changing your hips. Exhale back to center to that beat. Cross, lift, out, lift, cross, lift, out, lift. If you have wrist tension, come down to your elbows at any point and keep going. See if you can keep your head lifted here and your chest lifting away from the ground as well. You should be feeling those inner thighs a little bit, inner hamstrings, outer hamstrings, and the outer hip. We're gonna hold it center. We're gonna finish with a bend stretch. 4, 3, 2, hold it center, and now give me a little bend stretch, trying to reach that knee long, and then softening it slightly, squeezing your butt every time you stretch. 4, 8. Last 6, last 4, 3, 2, oh my gosh, that was so effective. All right, flipping over onto your back. I always expect my workouts to be effective, that's the hope, but oh my gosh, sometimes it's like, wow, here we go. All right, now we're gonna get into these glute bridges. So feet are hip width apart, parallel, toes are pointing forward, knees are pointing directly up to the ceiling. Take your hands next to your hips, inhale, and on the exhale, we're gonna curl that tailbone under, pulling your front hips towards your front ribs, and then peel yourself off the mat one bone at a time. Come to that high glute bridge position, only as high as you can keep that chest soft. So I don't want you to pop up into a yoga bridge. The very middle of your shoulder blade should still be touching the floor. And then we're gonna lower it down piece by piece, bone by bone. 4 counts, up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4. Now, we're gonna feel those left hamstrings and left butt cheeks a little bit extra, right? Because they have been working much harder than the right side thus far. Don't worry, right side's gonna get its chance to shine here in just a second. 8, good, 7. In 6, we're gonna hold it up at our very highest point. 5, last 4, last 3, 2, Hold it up at your highest point. Good. Now we're going to continue focusing on just the left side for a little bit longer. Lift your right knee into a tabletop position. As you lower the hips, your knee stays bent. And then as you lift your hips, you're going to straighten that right leg. We go. Down, lift. There we go. 4 more. 3, one more change after this. 2. Last one, hold it up. Reach your right leg up to the ceiling. Pulse up through that left side. Good, squeeze that left butt cheek. You've got 8, we're gonna go directly into the right side. 6, in 4, 3, 2, don't go anywhere. Lower your right foot down. Lift your left knee up. Squeeze that right side butt cheek, right side hamstring. You're gonna lower the hips down, left knee stays bent. Lift the hips, left leg straightens. 8, 7. We're gonna hold it up. In 4, in 3. Last 2. Last one, hold it up. Sweep that left leg to the ceiling and give me pulses on that right side. We're gonna go for that tabletop series, focusing on the right side this time. In 8, first we lower the left leg and then we lower the hips. 4, 3, 2, lower the left leg. Now lower your hips. All right, from there, rock and roll yourself up and over. Find your tabletop position. Shoulders are over your wrists, knees are under your hips. Draw your abdominals up and in. We're gonna extend that right leg and we're just gonna lift and lower. Lift. Lift. Every time you lift, squeeze that right butt cheek. Think of really stretching your right leg away from you. There we are. I hope you feel your hamstrings. I hope you feel your right butt cheek warming up. 8, we're gonna hold it up. 4, 3, 2, hold your right leg up. Now, we're gonna cross the right leg behind your left leg, only going as low as you can keep your hips stable. Lift your right leg up, and then tap it out to the outer edge of your mat, and then lift it back up. One more slow. When I talk about the hips being stable, it means that when you lower that right leg down to the left corner of the mat, I want you to keep your left hip reaching away from the left armpit. Lift it to center. Right foot down without shortening that right side waist. Lift, cross, lift, tap out. Exhale, lift, inhale, cross. Exhale, lift, tap out. You got it. Again, coming down to the elbows here is a great option if you have wrist tension. I feel you, I see you. Take it if you need. Yeah. Lift your head, lift your chest away from the floor. Try not to dip your upper body down. You want to stay upper body strong. We're gonna hold that right leg lifted. In 8, get ready to hold it lifted. In 6, last 4, 3, hold the right leg lifted. Give me little reaches, reach, reach, every reach. Squeeze your butt cheek, you got it. We're gonna step that right foot forward, get the leg a little higher. 6, we go for those lunges. 5, in 3, 2, and step your right foot forward. Tuck your left toes under and come up to stand. There we go. Feet are gonna be in that hip width apart stance, back heel high. Hands to the hips to start. We're gonna lower those hips down, hinging your torso forward towards that right leg as you lunge. Hold for just a second. Right knee over ankle, left knee under hip. Hug that right hip down and in a little. We go up for 2, down for 2. Up for 2, down for 2. Now, my challenge in this exercise is I tend to let my head kind of fall when I lower my hips. Makes sense, right? It's kind of like your head wants to go where the rest of your body is going. But see if you can maintain like a grapefruit's distance between your chin and your chest. And maybe that helps you. Up for 2, and down for 2. Up for 2, down for 2. I'm just squeezing my touching my right butt cheek to make sure that it's squeezing. Good. We're gonna go faster in just a moment. 5, we're gonna do 8 single count. 4, in 3, in 2, and now 8 single count. 8, 7, 4, we hold it down. 3, 2, last one, hold it down at your lowest point, bring your palms to prayer. You're gonna twist your left shoulder towards your right thigh, and then come back to center. Twist, twist. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold at center, give me 8 pulses. 8, we come up to stand, little different. 6, get ready to stand. 4, 3, 2, come up to stand, turn to face the mat. We're gonna go for some walkouts and squats. Make sure you have a little bit of space behind you for your bum. Let's go ahead and start in a squat. In fact, feet are a little wider than hip width apart. We're gonna find that squat. Take your hands to the mat, walk out to your plank, walk your hands back, find your squat. We're gonna do a little ab section here. Of course, your abs have been working this entire time, but now they're gonna get a little bit more focused, love and attention. We're gonna hold that plank in 4, in 3, last 2. Go ahead, find your plank and hold. Shoulders are over the wrists, legs are long. Draw your abdominals up and in. And now try to stretch the crown of your head forward, heels back. We're gonna take it to a march, opposite knee to opposite elbow. Now, if you prefer to take this on your knees, instead of taking opposite knee to opposite elbow, you're gonna take same knee to same elbow. If you wanna be on your elbows, you're gonna do the same thing. Same knee, same elbow. So that you have space. You can go slower if you want, or a little faster with me. Last 5. Last 4, we're gonna child's pose. 3, 2, 1, child's pose. All right, we're getting ready to add on. We're that same thing, but we're gonna make it a little bit spicier. You ready? Whew, here we go. Ripple forward, find your plank, lift your knees if you want, opposite knee, opposite elbow. Just 8, just 6, we hold that knee in. 4, 3, hold your right knee in towards that left elbow, and now start to swing that knee right to right, right to left. 4, we're gonna cross the right foot in front of the left foot. 3, 2, cross your right foot in front of your left foot, come down to your elbows, and roll that left hip a little bit more towards the floor. We're gonna lift the hips up for 2, find that plank to pike, and then lower down for 2. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Same thing can be done on the knees. If that's a better option for you, I want you to take it. 5, we're gonna finish in a side plank. 4, 3, 2, lower your hips down, rotate that right forearm parallel to the short edge of your mat, stack your feet, and then open up, find your side plank, give me pulses. Again, dropping to the knees is a great option here. Long and strong through that upper body. 8 counts, then we're there. 8, in 6, last 3, 2, and release. I'm gonna turn around. We're gonna do that exact same thing, but for the other side, starting with those crossbody mountain climbers. Whew, hands under shoulders. And then we're on our back till the end, okay? Don't worry. Step those legs back. We're gonna take left knee to right elbow. Right knee to left elbow. Bum, bum. Last 8. Last 6, we hold the left knee in. 4, 3, 2. Hold that left knee in. And now we're gonna swing that left knee to the left, to the right. 8, we bring it in front of the right leg. 6. Last 4, 3, 2. Step your left foot in front of your right leg. Oh gosh, come down to your elbows. Rotate your left hip to the floor. And now we pike those hips up for 2. Exhale, lift for 2. Inhale, drop for 2. When you're lifting and lowering, you're thinking of your left side obliques as being the thing initiating the movement. So I like to think, instead of pushing my elbows into the floor, first I think pull my left ribs up, and then I push my elbows into the floor. Just a small change to get more obliques. In 3, we side plank to finish. 2, woo, rotate that left forearm completely parallel to the short edge of your mat. Stack your feet or your knees, pulse those hips. We're gonna lay on the back. We've been working hard. We're gonna keep working hard for another 3 minutes or so. Woo, woo, woo. Last 8. Last 6, we lay on our backs. 4, 3, 2, whew. Lower those hips and then flip over and lay down on your backs. What a gift. All right, laying down on your backs, we're gonna start with the feet down and we're gonna bring our hands behind our head. Elbows are wide, but you can still see them in your peripheral vision. Take a moment to press the middle and lower parts of your back into the floor, finding your imprint, about almost as if you were about to go up into a glute bridge, right? We just stop before lifting the hips up. Inhale, prepare. On the exhale, you're gonna curl your head, neck, and shoulders up and off the floor. Good. Inhale at the top, and then exhale, slowly lower back down. So we go up for 2, hold for 2, lower 2, hold for 2. Exhale to lift, inhale to hold, exhale to lower, inhale to hold. Lower. One more like this, lift, hold, lower, hold. Now we get rid of that hold. So we go up for 2 and down for 2. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. There we go. Nice job. Keeping it simple here. Shoulders away from the ears. Let your head hang heavy in your hands, using those arms to support you, not to yank you forward, right? 8 more like this, and then we're gonna hold it up in that crunch. Final 4, final 3, final 2, last one. Go ahead and hold it up in that crunch position. See if you can get a little higher, really lifting those shoulder blades up. Inhale, prepare. On the exhale, you're gonna bring both of your knees into a tabletop position. Perfect. From there, one leg at a time is gonna straighten. So we go out with the left leg, in with the left leg. Out with the right leg, in with the right leg. When you move the opposite leg, the leg that stays in, I want you to hold it frozen. What it wants to do is pull closer to you, right? Because that would be a little bit easier. So you're gonna work really hard not to let that stabilizing leg move. Because it's working just as hard in that stable position as the moving side. It's providing just as much challenge, let's say, for those abs. Last 5, we're gonna hug the knees in. 4, in 3, 2, hug the knees into the chest, lower your head. All right, we're gonna continue taking it up one more notch. We'll go for alternating single leg stretch. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders off the floor. Now, you're gonna push your knees into your hands, get a little bit higher in the shoulders, yes. You can bring your knees slightly past your hip line here. We're gonna straighten the right leg, take both of your hands to your left knee, and then straighten your left leg, take both of your hands to your right knee. We go, switch, switch. You got your last little sequence here. We're gonna straighten out, not straighten, we're going to stretch out your hamstrings next. We did all that work for the hamstrings, now we get to release it. 8, we take this into a hamstring pull. 4, 3, 2, straighten the right leg, pull, switch. Pulling that thigh towards your chest. Actually stretching out your hamstrings. Last change, hands behind the head. 4, 3, take your hands behind your head, keep going, switch. Now, if this is a little bit heavy, go back to any of the previous abs exercises that we did and stay there. Last moments here. Switch, 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 switch. Final 8. Final 6, elbows wide. 4, 3, 2, and release. Amazing job. We're gonna stretch out those hips a little bit. So instead of our traditional figure 4 stretch, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cross our legs more at the upper thigh. So really hugging those inner thighs together. And now reach your hands for your ankles, and you're gonna pull your ankles towards your hips. If you prefer the figure 4, you can do that instead. This like pretzel stretch I like a little bit, just to mix it up. I don't like it more or less, just different. And now release the grip on your feet. Keep your legs crossed as they are. You're gonna lower those thighs up and over to the left, and then gaze over your right shoulder, just releasing those right side obliques. What a journey, abs and butt. What a world that we just explored together on this mat. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, back to center, switching sides. Left leg crosses over the right leg. Hug your inner thighs together. Grab your ankles, pull them in. I feel like we accomplished so much in 25 minutes. It's really wild to me. It's good. 25 minutes, not a lot of time, but we get it done. We experienced so much. Release the grip on your ankles. You're gonna lower your knees up and over to the right this time. My left elbow goes out, and I'm gonna look right at you at my left side. Breathing in deeply here, slowing down that breath, feeling good. Finally coming back to center. You can rock and roll yourself up to a seated position, turn to face me. Let us just stretch out those obliques a little bit more. Take your right arm up and overhead, give me a big side body stretch. Take it down and around, and then left arm up overhead. Down and lift to center. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Thank you so much for joining me every single time. It's such a pleasure to work out with you. If you like this workout, then I'm gonna link you to some of my other butt workouts so you can continue this butt burn. And if you feel like, I'm good on the whole butt front and you wanna be working a little bit more on your core, then I'm gonna go ahead and link you to my absolute favorite core workout that I've ever recorded. That's a big statement. Quick Strong 20, total core. I love it. Give it a try if you want to. And if you like this workout, you just want to see a little bit more from me, first of all, I appreciate you. Second of all, then you can subscribe to my channel. It's called Emily's Lion Fitness, and I have new videos coming out every single Monday. That's it. Thanks so much for joining me, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye. Bye.